Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. As you can see, I got some Star Wars action figures in front of me once again. This is the Black Series Greef Carga from The Mandalorian. So here he is in his box. He's got that nice side box art. It's that corner box that everybody seems to love because of the artwork. And he is in box number 6. Now, I've said this before and I'll say it again. I do wish that the box was just rectangular and the side art was on the side, because then I would keep the boxes and just stick them on the shelf, even though I am an open box collector. But with that little bit of extra point sticking out, it just takes up too much room on my shelf to be able to keep them. But it does not detract me from wanting to get the figure and to take a closer look. So as you know that I've made some custom figures in the past. In my previous video, I reviewed Moff Gideon and compared him to my custom that I made. And this is my custom Greef Carga. So of course we'll do the same thing in this video. Let's open this figure up and take a closer look. Okay, so we got this figure out of the pack, and needless to say, I am super stoked to get Greef Carga into my collection. Let's just take a closer look at that face sculpt. That looks pretty cool. I love that little detail between the eyes. I love his expression on his face. It just looks awesome. Now, some of the other things that I started to notice once I took this figure out and started to look at it was some of the details are spectacular. I mean, look at this detailing in the fabric. That just looks so cool. And then they got this detailing in the shirt, right, with the lines. That looks really, really neat. And check out that really nice pattern that they put into that glove. And then you go down to the belt, and look at that belt. I mean, my gosh, somebody really went in there and did some spectacular detailing on that. That looks amazing. And check out that belt buckle, right? That just looks really, really cool. So all the way down to the boots, he looks fantastic. He's got this nice, soft outer goods coat, which looks like it's all one piece, so it's attached right here and attached right here. And because this is soft goods, I could get his arm straight up. I could probably get this jacket off if I wanted to. I don't know if I'm going to try, though, because I don't think I want to kind of mess with it. I think this is his look, and it looks cool, right? He really does look like Season 1 Greef Carga. He does come with 2 of these pistols, which look really, really awesome. I like the painting on the grip. It really adds some character to his guns, and I think that's really cool. And they've done that with some of the figures over time, where they really go and they kind of go out on the weapons, which is really, really cool. So anyways, he's got this ball joint up here on the neck, which allows for that. And then he's got that ball joint at the bottom of the neck, which is what you're going to get with a lot of the newer figures, so it gives him some good articulation. He's got that extra joint in here, which gives him that greater than 180-degree arm span. And he's got the pinless technology, which is pretty cool. It gives him about 90 degrees, a little over, and in the leg, 90 degrees. And the cool thing about this is this bottom rubber piece on his belt is not attached to the leg, like it's not glued on or molded in like they've done in figures in the past. So when you go to pose him, that holster is going to move along with the leg, which is going to add to your posability on this guy. Now, it looks really, really cool. So let's just take a real close look at it again. Upper body. That looks cool. I'm going to pull out my custom because, you know, I spent some time doing these. Now, when I did this custom, I did probably paint them a little bit dark, and, you know, I'm not perfect with the eyes and stuff like that. So, of course, I don't think this looks like Carl Weathers really at all, and I never really pretended like it did. But it is a 3D print that's supposed to be of Carl Weathers. Now, when you get a 3D printed head, a lot of it is the paint. So I admit that this is not probably my best, but you can recognize the body maybe. This was from Solo, a Star Wars, and I took that jacket and I cut it and I glued it up here, and then I just put this strap on so it would have that same look. And this is what I'm talking about with the weapons. This was the gun that came with the character, and instead of putting it in the holster, I just cross-drawed it there. So This is not about my custom, but I wanted to show that off. This is about Greef Carga. I think he's a really awesome figure. Okay, everybody, thanks for tuning in. This is Greef Carga, Star Wars The Black Series from Hasbro. Have a great day.